Hello and welcome to Access You TV. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today I'd like to talk to you about questions you can ask when the world is getting heavy. What do I mean by the world is getting heavy? Well, there's a universal law that basically if it feels light, expansive, joyful, yummy, orgasmic, yahoo! Then it's light for you and it's right for you. If it feels heavy and a drag and it's, crikey me, then that's heavy for you and it's something about it is a lie for you. Now, it may not be the whole thing that's a lie, and this is where I'm coming across quite a bit of people where they're stopping themselves from actually creating something greater because it's heavy. So when we talk about if it's heavy, it's a lie for you, it actually means that there is something about it that's a lie for you. If you're asking a really specific question like, are my eyes blue? And you're either going to get a light or heavy. It's either true for you or it's not. When you're asking a question about something that's a bit bigger, like for example, body, would you like to go dancing today? Now for me, my body just went, yeah! And there was also a little bit of a heaviness to it. And if I was just going on the heavier light, I'd go, and say yes, but there's also a no to it, so I won't go. What if you were to ask another question? If there is quite an expansiveness about what you've asked, and yet there's a heaviness to it as well, then ask another question. So what part of that is the heavy part? Which part of this does my body not desire to be or do? Because when I think of body, would you like to go dancing tonight? I think of going into town, finding a club with some good music and boogieing, But, so let's have a look at that together. So truth, does my body wish to dance tonight? That is 100% light for me. And so does my body wish to go into town dancing? No, that was the heavy part. So when something is more than just an exceedingly specific question and you get a light, heavy, confused, maybe even a total nothing response, then ask a different question. Ask for more clarity. What else can I ask here that will give me ease and clarity with this? So asking more questions, highly recommended. So even with the body, would you like to dance tonight? There's still a little bit of a in there. So, okay, so what is the heaviness in it? Is it that there's a style of dance that my body really doesn't wish to do? Like, it may be that my body really doesn't want to headbang, doesn't want to wake up in the morning with strained muscles, and maybe there's, it doesn't want to do ballet or the splits or something that it knows that right in this 10 seconds it's not physically capable of without doing some damage. But maybe just, a couple of songs or some really yumminess or some Ciroc or rock and roll, Latin, that sort of thing. Yeah, totally. So what question can you ask when the world seems heavy? And when you are looking at those questions, is there another question that needs to be asked? So light and heavy is a tool that we learn in Access Consciousness right early on, right? Even in your first bars class, you'll learn all about light and heavy. Why? Because it's a way that you can look at what's true for you. Now, what if you were taught this when you were first born, and you could start to look at what's light and heavy. Would your life have been different if you'd had that tool? I know mine would have. So what else is possible now you do have the tool? What can you create moving forward? What can you be aware of moving forward by looking at what's light is right for you and what's heavy is a lie? So thanks for joining me here on Access You TV. I love giving you these tips and tools, and I come to you almost daily. So why not subscribe? And if you'd like more information about Access Consciousness or any of my classes or private sessions, check out my website, accessu.nz. And there's links to the Access Consciousness worldwide. You can find facilitators around the world, you can find classes around the world, and what else is possible if you have these tools and are using them daily. Oh, hint there. You can have tools, but if you don't use them, it doesn't create greater. So thanks for joining me, and catch you on the next video. Bye.